Everyone needs to travel, no matter what age you are, and especially if you're in your 20s. So, like, the reason why I say you need to travel in your 20s is because you need to experience the world. You need to experience different things in your life to just have a new perspective on what's going on around you and just be more enlightened. I'll certainly say taking a road trip by myself with my two best friends was certainly the best thing I could have done as a freshman in college. I think I was 19 at the time. And this by far is a memory that I will cherish forever. I'm so glad I spent the money and took this trip. So I just want to dive right into my experience about traveling and why you should travel. So, as I just said, I took a trip my freshman year of college during the summer. And it was with my two best friends, and we decided that we wanted to go out west to the Grand Tetons of Wyoming. And to be honest, this was kind of a crazy trip, and it was just kind of on a whim. I don't know if it was really the safest thing to do, but we certainly made it out alive and made some great memories doing it. So I got my camera roll just pulled up right here from all the pictures that we took on this trip, and it was just amazing. I remember the very first, like, I'm going to say core memory that we had, or that I had on that trip, was definitely the drive there. So it was about, we drove, so the trip was from Indiana to Wyoming. It was 26 hours. Or sorry, not 26, 22 hours. It was 22 hours, and we just drove straight through. We did not stop except once, but I'll get into that later. So we drove 22 hours straight. And let's just say during the late hours, it got a little rough. So we started at 9 a.m. and I think we got there at about 7, yeah, 7 or 8 a.m. the next day. And I was the one who was driving at night. And, you know, the passenger, one of my buddies, he was supposed to stay up with me as I'm driving. And let's just say he did not do that. And as you know, when you don't have anyone to talk to, it just gets harder and harder to stay up. So I'm sitting there driving, and the bad thing was is that we were almost out of gas. And I think we were driving across Wyoming, and there's just no reception, no reception at all. So I'm sitting here on SOS on my phone. We have like 40, I vividly remember it's like 45, 46 miles left in the tank. And I'm sitting here kind of like stressing out, which I know that like sounds like a lot, but when you're on a road trip out where you do not know where it is. I mean, it was dark and there was just nothing around. I couldn't see anything. And then I finally am driving and I'm like, oh, thank God there's a gas station. I see a gas station right here. And then I look and it was closed. That gas station was closed, and I was like, oh my God. And meanwhile, both of my friends are asleep, and I'm just trying to navigate this whole situation by myself without like waking them up, even though, my one friend was supposed to be up with me, but that didn't end so well. So, long story short, I was driving and getting a little tired. Eyes were really heavy, and I didn't really know like what what to do. So I just kept driving and driving where the GPS was telling me to go. But I did, I had GPS, but I did not have any reception. And finally, I found a gas station, and it was like 15 miles left in the tank. Thank the Lord. But it was just exciting. It was an adventure. And I just feel like you need adventure in your life like that. And, on this trip, we saw a bunch of different things. We actually saw a bear and a big grizzly bear, and then we saw a couple black bears, and or sorry, not grizzly bear, but brown bear, and I'll show that on the screen. That was a pretty cool experience. We were just a couple feet from it, and overall the Grand Tetons were just beautiful. It was awesome. We were on a trail walking, and then like this bird thing, I don't even know what it was, like a big pigeon that was just like, it was like kind of, it came up to me, and I'm like, oh, hey guys, I found a bird, and then it like I thought it was friendly. It was standing right in front of me, and then I tried to walk past it, and it was guarding. It like wouldn't let me go past. I'm like, guys, I think the bird's like protecting, like it's overprotective or something. And then it like the bird just went like aggro and was like getting all like pissed off, and I finally ran past it, but then it was coming for my friends behind me. And then and then my friend had bear spray, and we were kind of up on a top of the mountain, and there was like a draft up, and then he went to spray the bird, and then it flew back and flew into my friend's eyes. And my friend's like, "Oh my fucking god!" and started like screaming and yelling. He's like, "My eyes!" and just started yelling because of the bear spray got in his eyes. And then we had to we just kept going, and eventually he didn't get it like super bad though, because I'm sure you guys know how bad bear spray is, but the mist just flew right back in his eyes. And then so after that stupid pigeon was messing with us and chasing after us, we kept climbing up the mountain, and it was just beautiful. I think it was like a 6 mile hike in total, and it was just phenomenal, like amazing sights, and just totally worth it. And one thing that I left out is on our way up, before the pigeon spray, my friend actually had to use the restroom, so he literally just went on the hillside. He just took a shit on the hillside and had toilet paper, and like put it on a stick, and put the toilet paper on the stick, and was just hanging off the mountainside, just using the restroom. It was pretty funny. But overall, like this trip was just amazing with my best friends, and I'll cherish these memories forever. And I just encourage all of you to just find some buddies and just go travel with them, and you will not regret it. And just that pick somewhere that you just never been. Like somewhere it seems risky, because like I feel like those are the best trips, is just the ones that really aren't planned. You just kind of go on a whim. You say like, "Hey, we got to be here this time, and let's just do it." And I remember after that long drive, we slept for like 12 hours straight. We went to bed at 6 p.m. and then woke up at 6 a.m. And that was probably the best sleep I've ever gotten. But I mean, this trip was just, it was awesome. I definitely want to go back again. Hopefully, I can go back with those guys. But I wouldn't want to trade that for anything else in the world. That was probably going to be one of my best memories I've had. And I think, like I said, it's just best to just go. Don't plan too hard. Just go. I mean, I really think it's important to travel when you're 20. The reason why is because you don't really have that many like responsibilities when it comes to, say, like a family and all that. So you need to like take advantage of this opportunity and just go while you can. Just go while you don't have a lot of people depending on you, and that you can, not like you can spend more money and not so reliant on other people. And you can also do like more exciting things in your 20s versus when you have a family. So definitely take these types of trips. You will not regret it. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my story. I know I didn't like give too many lessons or like what I thought about just traveling in general, but like really travel when you're young. You don't have that much responsibilities, and it's way easier. I know money's like a little tighter, but you can definitely travel on a budget. I think I've mentioned this in another video, but this trip was like $700 each person. That's not that bad. So again, just please travel, guys. You will not regret it. Live your life. Go see new things. It'll enhance it'll make the quality of life way better if you go and see new things, go and experience what the world has to offer. And I know certainly that I want to sometime travel to another country. And I'd love for you guys to, plop some recommendations in the comments. I know that Rollins he's another commentator. He's been to Thailand, which sounds interesting. Sounds like that'd be a good experience. But he went for a month. That's pretty crazy. But I think I'd love to do something like that too. So I hope you guys appreciated the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. And yeah, again, I'm Seabear. I hope you guys can drop a comment and let me know your travel experiences. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.